Hi guys, welcome to Richard in the Kitchen. Tonight I'm going to show you how to make a grilled chicken bacon Caesar salad. Now I know you're thinking, really, anybody can make a grilled chicken Caesar salad. Well, anyway, I'm going to show you how to do that, because if you don't do it right, you know, chicken sometimes comes out kind of blah. You know, if you don't cook it right, you don't marinate it right, or you don't brine it right, sometimes it just, when you bite into the chicken, it's almost like eating a hockey puck. Anyway, let's get over the ingredients to what we're going to do with this thing. I'm going to take you over the main characters of this show, then the supporting cast. So what we've got here is we've got some chicken that's been flattened really thin. You can cook that at a medium-high heat when it's flattened out like this, and a couple of pieces of hickory smoked bacon, and of course the big star of the show, a nice cold mug of beer. Now what we're going to need to make the marinade, and you can either brine the chicken or place it in a marinade for a little bit of time, because like I said, sometimes if you don't do this to a chicken, when you cook it, it just doesn't come out too good. So what we're going to need to make the marinade is some ground rosemary, some steak sauce, some balsamic vinegar, 1 clove of garlic, and some olive oil. And to make the dressing, what we're going to need is some olive oil, some good Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, the juice of 1 lemon. I thought I had a lemon, tonight I don't, so I'll have to use this real lemon stuff here. Some Dijon mustard, some Worcestershire, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, a couple of extra cloves of garlic, and some salt and pepper. Now we've got our rosemary and our steak seasoning in this little bowl, and we're going to add to that a couple of tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. Balsamic vinegar is really sweet, and it really helps to caramelize your chicken. It comes out really pretty. We got 1 clove of garlic we're going to put in there. And then what we'll do is we'll put that chicken in there and let it marinate for a little bit while we make the dressing. Just throw that garlic in there, a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and we'll mix that up. Now I had a mortar and pestle. I just recently moved. I can't find that thing nowhere, so I'll have to use a spoon to make this work. And once you got that mixed up, we're going to hit it with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of cracked black pepper. Then what we'll do is we'll take our chicken, and we're just going to set this chicken in this marinade and coat it really well and let it set while we make our dressing. Now, right before we make our dressing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these couple of slices of bacon, and I'm going to put them in this skillet and let them start cooking a little bit while we make this dressing. Okay, I've already got the anchovy paste in here. I'm going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard. This is going to make your homemade Caesar dressing. Put about a couple of squirts of Worcestershire sauce and about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, which is about the juice of 1 lemon. And we'll hit that with some salt and some pepper and some grated garlic. Now I'm only going to use 1 clove of garlic because it's just me. I'm cooking for tonight, and you may think that that's not really a lot of garlic, but believe me, somehow when you grate garlic, it is like 10 times stronger than if you you just cut it up and minced it. So we're just going to grate the garlic in there and get a fine mixture of that. Then what we're going to do is going to take a whisk and we're going to mix this mixture up. We're making a homemade that smells good. Homemade Caesar dressing that we're going to top this salad with. And of course, we got some romaine lettuce we're going to use. You can really use any kind of spring lettuce that you want, but traditional Caesar salad is done with romaine lettuce. Our bacon is almost done over here. Let me take and see. We want it crisp because we're just going to top that off. It's got just a few seconds to go. Now, as far as your dressing also, you want to get it with some good Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese in there. And just whisk that all up. It's going to be, man, I tell you what, if you've never had homemade Caesar dressing, it's much better. It smells good. Can y'all see that? That's what you're looking for. That color right there and that consistency. It's much better than what you'll buy in the store. Now, a lot of people put a raw egg yolk in there. I'm trying to just save fat. There's a lot of fat, a lot of saturated fat in a egg yolk. So I find that the Dijon mustard kind of acts as an emulsifier for this, so I don't really believe that we need that. Okay, our bacon's done. We're going to hit this with just a little of olive oil. The skillet's really hot, and we're going to place our chicken in this hot skillet at about medium high. And like I said, the chicken's really thin, so it's not going to take it very long to cook. And you can kind of keep it at a high temperature that way. Man, that smells good. Can y'all smell that? And just leave the chicken alone for a couple, 3 minutes and let it just cook on that one side. Okay, our chicken's been cooking for about 3 minutes. Let's give it a flip. Oh yeah, that balsamic vinegar, man, it really does good to caramelize the chicken. Look at that color right there. See if I can show y'all. Look at that color on that chicken. It smells so good. We're almost ready to eat. Okay, our chicken is done. Let's add our dressing. Our homemade, oh God, look at that. Our homemade dressing. We're going to take our chicken here. Man, look at that color. Look at that color on that chicken. And what we're going to do is set this aside real quick. We're going to set this chicken down here. Man, that's pretty. That's really pretty. Then what we're going to do is we're going to slice up our chicken. And we're just going to set that right on top of that. Now, I only sliced up one piece of that chicken because what I'm going to do, and I'll show you what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to set that down in there, and then I'm going to give this a good mix to where I can get a couple of pieces of that small chicken down in there, because you know how sometimes you put a big piece of chicken on, by the time you finish it, you got a lot of salad left, you ain't got no chicken left. That's just my way of doing things, you know. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll top this chicken on top of this lettuce, this romaine lettuce, take our pieces of bacon and set it up there. Pardon me a second, let me taste this bacon. That's good. And we're going to take some of this Parmigiano-Reggiano cheese and just put just a little bit up there. Woo! Smells good. Now, on the side I'm going to have tonight is a boiled egg. I'm going to cut that right down the middle. And then we're going to cut that down the middle. cut that down a bit. Now, you take a little paprika to make it look pretty. Now, y'all know I'm about pretty. I always talk about being pretty. Now, we set these eggs on all 4 corners. Look at that. Look at that right there. How about that? We got us a grilled chicken Caesar salad topped with bacon and a side of eggs. Let's give it a taste here. That'll work. I think that'll work. Anyway, it takes about 20-30 minutes to do. That ain't nothing like homemade Caesar dressing. Much better than that store-bought stuff. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Give this a try. I think you'll really like it. And we'll see y'all next time. Thank you very much, guys.